Good morning, everybody, and this is your Dow Jones day trade setups for today. So the close of last week is still chaotic. You can see all the tails to the upside, tails to the downside. Lots of indecision. Yeah, bears are trying to form a flag here. Bulls are trying to build some structure. I think the important thing to understand is if you look at the weekly, we've had lots of buyers coming in here, and that is a green bar. That is a fairly decent green engulfing bar with a pin bar the previous week. So almost a tweezer bottom here. And this range here, don't think it's in play just yet. We haven't got a weekly close above it, but this weekly range bar here is very much in play. I think what we need to do is just highlight that. So I'm looking for a level there. Right, so let's get down to some structure. What we need to be very aware of is the fact that the Feds are coming out with their song and dance on Wednesday, and the expectation is an interest rate hike of 0.75. So if it is less than that, you can expect a bit of a rally. If it's more than that, you probably expect some kind of a pullback. But yeah, from what I can see at the moment, the sellers are few and far between at the moment. I think everybody that has wanted to sell has sold, and now it's a clear sit and wait from a lot of long-term investors right now, and that's what you're reading into the charts at the moment. So what we're looking for is some level of structure, and let me just put these in. Now this one has been tested here. This one is being tested at the moment. We haven't quite got some support above it. So that's probably the key element here is 31926. So if we look at the 3 hour, a typical price action for a Friday, nobody wanting to hold the longs, just get out of their longs and wait for today. And if you look at what we're doing at the moment, it's pretty much range bound. There's nothing there that is indicating that you need to be part of this right now. We do have some diversions here, so you can see there's our low, is a higher low forming, and look at the oscillators at the moment. So I am going to just adjust this on the hour because that is the previous level of support. Well, that was resistance. We didn't quite get support there. We got support with this bar. But that is kind of the bottom of the range as far as I'm concerned. And then you have, just fine tune that, you have this area here which looked like we'd broken through on Friday and then came back into the bottom range. So we are clearly in this range at the moment. So start dropping below 31,650. You're probably looking for shorts to the downside. Start sort of breaking above 31,977, then you're looking at 32,243 to offer resistance. So in other words, I'm expecting this thing to still stay in this range today. Your 50-minute is really not going to offer anything at the moment. You've got to cross over the moving averages right now. So if you look at the 15-minute, more than likely some kind of rejection being expected for a move to the downside. So that's kind of the view that we've got at the moment. But if you look at the 8 hour, cross over the moving averages pretty much most of the week above the 155 EMA. I think if it does move to the downside, probably looking to form a bigger range going into Wednesday. Oscillators are not your friend right now for any longs. So the short-term move more than likely on the 50-minute is to continue to the downside for today. I don't expect something drastic, but probably just a move down. And what that's going to do on the higher time frames is going to come and test the bottom of the range. So that's the structure that I think we have forming at the moment. We've got a fairly solid range forming. Oscillators are grouping to the downside on the hour. So don't really want to be running short at the moment. And if you look at the higher time frames, you don't really want to be long. So this is a clear sit quietly and wait. So if you are going to trade it, I'd be on the lower time frames, 5-minute, 10-minute, 15-minute type charts, and pay attention to what you see. So you can see cross over the moving averages. There has been a retest of some structure here early in the session. Wouldn't surprise me to see us retest it again during the European session, and then sort of another move to the bottom of the range. Then I would expect some price action there, which would indicate the opportunity to buy into that. And you're probably going to target the center of the range here, and then the top of the range again. So that's kind of the trade, I think, pretty much up until Wednesday. You're going to be bouncing between these two levels. And to trade this range, it can get quite stressful because often you get squirts below like this. So my advice to you is when you got at the bottom of the trade, the range in, what you're looking for is you're looking for price action. You can see there's an engulfing bar. So you get engulfing bar, there's an inside bar, there's another inside bar, followed by an engulfing bar with another inside bar there at the top of the range. So as soon as you see that kind of price action at the top or bottom of the range, then you're looking for break of that structure. There's your entry, put a limit order up there and put your stop below, directly below that pattern. And that should keep you relatively sane. And the last bit of advice there is keep that position size small, so if it does go against you, it doesn't stress you out. Anyway, hope that helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.